Some days I feel like I am a failure. Some days I feel like I'm not doing enough to utilize my tool, my pouch, my gastric bypass pouch, to aid in my weight loss. I am currently 3 months post-op, and I have only lost 31 pounds as of today, and I feel like I should have lost more. Am I being too hard on myself? And honestly, I have to ask you guys this, and like, I know usually it's me giving you guys advice or, you know, sharing my experiences with you guys, but I really am reaching out to you guys because I need you to tell me, am I being too hard on myself, or am I being too lax? Simply because, okay, I'm going to be completely honest, I am not following the rules that they set up for my nutrition plan. I kind of am, but I'm not following it to a T. And I haven't been following it since about maybe a month post-op, simply because I felt like when I was doing it exactly the way that they told me to do it, I got extremely severely dehydrated, and I ended up back in the hospital, and I had to have an endoscopy where they stick the camera down and, you know, make sure everything's okay and make sure there's no leaks or nothing like that, because I was having a hard time getting food and fluids in, and it was just like, it was not good. And I felt like after I was admitted back into the hospital and I was no longer dehydrated, and I came home and I started to amend this list of instructions that they gave me regarding my nutrition and my meals, that's when I feel like things started to change for me. I felt like I started to get better or whatnot. But even 1-2 weeks post-op, I still wasn't losing any weight. Like, I was still on a liquid diet. I was doing what they were telling me to do. I was getting enough fluids in. I was taking the vitamins that I did have. I didn't have my calcium vitamins, the ones that they needed me to have, immediately after post-op, because I had gotten the wrong ones and I had to order some new ones. However, you know, my multivitamin, my Centrum multivitamin, I was taking it every day. I was getting in fluids as much as I could, and I was sticking to the clear liquids and then the full liquids when it was time for me to do full liquids, and I felt like I was not losing weight. Like, they were just like,
girl, it's gonna fall off, it's just gonna make it just drop.
And it didn't. It did not. Like, I felt like it's very slow or resistant for me, and I really thought that it was something I wasn't doing right, and I don't know, I just felt like I was a failure. I felt like, why did I do this to myself? I felt like, wow, I went through all of this pain and torture and process and all of this stuff for no progress. And I try to be patient with it and give it more time, and then, you know, around early 2 months, I stalled. I wasn't losing any more weight. Like, I literally went maybe 2 weeks without losing a pound. If anything, I gained a pound, which I thought was so weird, because I'm just like, I'm not even eating food like how I typically would pre-op. You know, I'm eating what they told me to eat. I'm, you know, trying to get my fluids in. I'm trying to, you know, go back to the basics. And it got to that point where, you know, even though in my recovery time I had progressed enough to, like, you know, soft foods, and I could eat tuna and, you know, all of that stuff. They gave me like a book of, you know, recipes and mock meal plans and stuff like that. So I'm following it to a T. Like, I'm eating all of this stuff that they told me to eat at the precise time they told me to eat it, and I was not losing any weight. And so I went back to the basics. I'm like, you know what, scratch it, we're just gonna go back to soupy cream of wheat with no sugar and maybe 1 thing of sweet and low in it, and see what happens. Because I didn't go through all of this just to not lose any weight. Like, And even when I went in for my 6-week post-op visit, I was only down like what, 20 pounds? And my surgeon was just like,
this is nothing. What have you been doing?
and I literally went through the whole gamut of telling him what I had been doing, and he's just like,
you should be losing more. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you not losing more?
and I'm looking at him like, you tell me, you did the surgery, why am I not losing more? So he wanted me to work more closely with the nutritionist, and I talked to her, you know, once a week for maybe 2 weeks. But I just felt like she wasn't of any use, and I felt like I had to literally go into myself and be like, okay, so this isn't working. This is what they're telling you to do, but it's not working. So what does work for you? And I don't suggest this to anybody else. By all means, I am not a medical professional. I don't have the authority to tell you guys what to do, or if you guys should even do what I did. But I did read online somewhere that when you eat something that you're not supposed to eat, it jump starts your metabolism, or you know, or if you start eating more frequently, it jump starts your metabolism. And I really feel like listening to my nutritionist and decreasing the amount of food that I was eating at that time put my body into starvation mode plus dehydration mode, and it was just a mess. So once I stopped listening to her per se and started listening to my body and giving it what it was telling me that it needed, then I started to see a change. Now granted, I was in a stall. I did not lose any weight for a few weeks, but I recently came out of it, and I dropped the last 11 pounds within like maybe the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And even with that, sometimes I'm just like, I'm almost 3 months out. Like within like another week, I'll be exactly 3 months out from surgery, and I'm only down 31 pounds. But I try not to beat up on myself too hard, because I'm just like,
girl, when was the last time you lost 31 pounds? Like, in 3 months? Like, so shut up, stop complaining, and just go with it. Because at the end of the day, 3 months, 31 pounds, that's the average of almost 10 pounds a month. Give it another 7 months, that's another 70 pounds plus the 30 that you already lost. You already lost 30 pounds prior to surgery. So in 7 months, if you continue losing 10 pounds a month, that'll be 130 pounds down. What are you complaining for?
so I have to think of it in that way to keep myself from beating up on myself and just saying like,
girl, stop. Just shush. You doing good. You doing good. But
honestly, I don't know. Have you guys struggled with this? Have you guys gone through a phase where you follow everything to a T and you found yourself sick or unable to drink? And that's another thing. I can't drink water. I can't drink water plain. Like I legit have to put like some type of Crystal Light or something in it. But actually drinking plain water, it doesn't matter if it's cold, warm, lukewarm, hot, bottled water, tap water. I can't drink water H2O by itself. Like, it makes me extremely nauseous to the point where I feel like I am going to vomit, as if I have food poisoning or a stomach flu. I don't know why that is, but water just really turns my stomach down. I don't know. So I don't even know why I said all of that. I forgot. Oh, I'm such an airhead now. Let me know if you guys have gone through what I'm going through, because I really need a word of encouragement, a word of motivation, something, because I teeter-totter on optimism and pessimism when it comes to this surgery, because I feel like I should be further along. I look at some women on Instagram and, you know, they have either the same surgery date or a similar surgery date as me, give or take a week or two, you know, before or after my surgery date, and they're down like 50 pounds, and I'm just like,
who did your surgery? Because
and this is not for me, this is not me saying that, you know, I think my surgeon was a bad surgeon. I think he's an excellent surgeon, but everybody's body responds differently to different stimuli and different things. So this is nothing against him. It's just like, me. It's just like, why can't I get skinny? I want to get healthy first and foremost, but of course I want to get smaller, you know. And it's a process, and I know some of y'all probably like,
oh, shut up, like, you be alright, like, you only 3 months out, you still got time.
but for those that can understand my plight and have gone through it, please tell me, what is it that I should be doing? And I've even though this isn't the extra step, but I've even gone the extra step of starting to work out. And maybe that's what I should have been doing in the beginning that I was not doing. But I have started working out 2 weeks ago. And it's so funny because once I started working out, that's when I started to see changes on the scale. Like, I started to gradually drop every day. And I've lost the 11 pounds in the past 2 weeks almost. And that coincides with the beginning of my workout plan. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I try to work out. Do I work out consistently on those days? No, because my schedule is crazy right now. I'm in nursing school, so study time sometimes overrules workout time. But I'm trying to still implement that workout in because I need the cardio to burn the fat, and I need the strength to get rid of those. And already it's looking good, and I know this looks horrible, but this is looking good because you can see the definition in my arm. This wasn't there before. This was not there before, and my arms are emptying out. And I'm looking in the viewfinder, and my arms are emptying out. And honestly, like, I know they look bad, but they still look good because they're getting smaller, and I'm excited. But I need to start working out more so I can tone up my arms, tone up the rest of my body, and just, like, you know, be ready for no plastic surgery. Like, she don't got it, and no, she not trying to get it. So yeah, just give me some words of encouragement, because I'm just like, why am I not losing enough? I have cheated. I eat Doritos. I don't dump, which is not good, because I wish I did, because I wouldn't push my limits and eat Doritos. But it's not like I can sit there and gorge on Doritos. Like, I can have 3 Doritos, you know, paste them. Like, I can eat 1 Dorito, 2 minutes later have another Dorito, 2 minutes later have another Dorito, and then I'm good. I know my limits now, and I don't have to eat the whole bag. I don't even have to get, like, I don't even have to eat any portion of the bag. Honestly, I can just nibble and I'll be okay for that day. Like, I can have 3 Doritos, not a day, but you know what I mean. Like, when I get those cravings where I'm just like,
I feel like being bad today.
I'll eat a Dorito or 2 or 3, and then I just won't have it anymore for a few days. And I know y'all looking at me like,
girl, shut up, bye. You talking about eating Doritos, but you want to know why you ain't lose weight.
I'm such a flawed human being. I really am. I really am. I gotta get better. I gotta get better. But honestly, I think that eating the bad food has made me lose weight. I don't recommend it for nobody else. I don't want to be responsible for nobody still being fat because they listen to me. And me eating bad food still when I should be trying to get skinny and healthy and not be fat no more. So don't listen to what I'm saying. Please don't, because I'm weak right now. I need you guys to uplift me. I don't even know what this video is about anymore. So, as I do in every video, make sure you comment down below, and hopefully you guys actually do comment down below, because I really need you guys' input on this. As I've said like 1,000,001 times, y'all probably like,
alright girl, shut up.
just let me know what you guys think of all of this, and put it down below in a comment. If you like this video, thumbs it up. That would make me really happy and stop eating Doritos. And it would also make me really happy if you subscribe to my channel. That would really make me stop eating Doritos. Really, it would really do the trick for me. So, Hashtag no more Doritos. Bye, y'all. If you don't know anything about me, you will quickly learn that I have a love affair with hair or other people's hair that I've bought and put on my own head as my own hair. So let's just hop right into it.